So I have two mowers here, very similar. One's ready to go, one's not. This one right here is the one that I just followed up my last video on. Ended up, after the video, just taking the self-propel off and covering it up with one of the plastic wheel covers here that are usually used for the self-propel, which didn't really matter because I wasn't using the self-propel anymore. So put a couple screws in there to block that hole off, and it's good to go now. But this one right here, I just got a trade-in on the other Craftsman with the Tecumseh engine that I had on it. Ended up putting a new carburetor on it and sending it on down the line. She ended up getting that and trading me this, which is pretty much tip for tat. Very similar, except this one's got big wheels on it. And these two basically are, well, they're not the exact same mower, but very similar. This one's got the bagger option, this one does not. Both are front drive self-propel, or were. But this one's almost exactly like that other Tecumseh one that I had. So she said that it was making an awful noise and that it wouldn't start this year. Well, just by looking at it, I was thinking that it would probably got to be something easy because it will pull. And you can hear that awful noise, which I originally thought, oh, it's probably the blade, and I'll move this one out of the way. And turn this one over. This one's actually got the mulching option on it as well, or the discharge chute option. So it's a 2-in-1. But turn it over, the air filter's dirty. Everything about it's just dirty. But what they had done is sharpen the blade, thank you. But you can see the blade is really loose and is actually on upside down because it turns this way. So it's actually cutting with that. So I don't know how it was cutting at all, but whoever sharpened the blade, thank you. I'm gonna take this blade off. Obviously it just needs a little cleaning, but it's dirty. It's just gonna turn out to be a decent mower when I get it ready, I think. So I mean, the tread, look at the tread on the wheels. Still in good shape, all things considering. So let's sharpen the blade on it though, which is good. Put the blade on the correct way here, which is not that way, actually. I get mixed up myself sometimes. That way. Kind of unfortunate that they put the blade on the wrong way, and it'd be a wonder if this thing will be able to start back up. I'm gonna tighten that down with a 9/16, and it should do it. And take it down to the test bed, see if we can get this thing to run. Let's look at this. I mean, even the primer bulb and carburetor look good on it for the age and for it to be a Tecumseh. I've got a few of these, which I'll probably put one on this one because it's in pretty rough shape, pretty clogged up as you can see. So if it runs, put an air filter on it. Haven't checked the oil in it yet, but actually, before I tighten it down, we'll check the oil together. Number one, just want to make sure that it has oil. It does, and looks like it had a decent amount in it. It's really dark black, probably never been changed. At least not changed in a few years. Just got to put that cover back on like it's supposed to be. Gas in it smells okay. But yeah, so let me give this thing a test run after I tighten up the blade here. So I've got it down here in the test bed. First off, I'm going to see if it'll run on its own, which it might. We'll see. But it's got some rather old gas in it. These things like to be primed quite a bit. See if I can at least get it to turn over. Got starting fluid there, as you can see. Gotta love a one pull start, right? Now let's look at the self-propel real quick. So I have my doubts, but looks like the only thing that was wrong with this thing was a loose blade. Like I said, I'm gonna let it run for a few minutes. It sounds like a start for air a little bit. That's an air filter. Have a good one here. Clean this one up. Probably a $100 mower. Alright, so I'll do the general service. I'll give you a final look and start. Alright, so here it is cleaned up. Pretty nice mower for what it is. Paint's still in decent shape. No really surface rust on the mower except for just right here under the flat, which is the usual spot given the age of this thing, which is probably getting close to 20 years old if it hasn't hit 20 yet. Again, I got pretty lucky on this one. All I had to do was flip the blade over and tighten up tighten up the blade bolt and give it a good clean and a service. Put a new air filter on, just the short, smaller canister air filter, so it's not filling the whole canister like some of them, but it does the job just as well. New oil and all that good stuff. So let me give y'all a final look and start here for y'all. Bring my clamp down with me, but starting here. Start on the first pull once again. Still running pretty good. Almost could idle it up a little bit, but I think it's running at a good speed. Mower's just really dirty, but still it's kind of dirty, but I don't really try to make it shiny new, because as soon as you cut the grass with it, it's going to get mess all back on it. Waiting out in front of the deck wasn't even that dirty. I'll even up the wheels. Have a good mower here. Probably should sell anywhere in the $80 to $100 range with it, with the self-propel being working and running good and big wheels. So the one without big wheels that traded, I was asking 90 for it, so, and that's sold. So probably 100. Hope we get 80 out of it. Move on to the next one. So again, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and say I've reached 500 subscribers, so I appreciate all the support. and